For today's word study, we are going to review some of the different prefixes and suffixes that we have learned. So starting with a root word, the definition of a root word is the form of a word after all affixes are removed. So it is the word without the prefix or suffix. For example, aqua, bio, graph, or multi. Then we have affix. It is a shorter way to say prefixes and suffixes. So it is a letter or group of letters attached to the beginning or end of a word. So if you hear me say affixes, that means I'm talking about both prefixes and suffixes. Prefix. A prefix is a letter or a group of letters added to the beginning of a word and has a meaning of its own. It creates a new word with a new meaning. Ooh. Suffix. A suffix is a letter or group of letters added to the end of a word and has its own meaning. The first, I'm going to quiz you, see if you know this. The first suffix is able. Do you remember what able means? Able means able to be, having the quality of. So let's think of a word with the suffix able. Comfortable. Did you think of one? Here we have readable and comfortable. So able to be read and able to have comfort, or the quality of comfort. Audi. This one is a tricky one. Audi means to hear or listen. Think about audible or audio or audition. The prefix auto, like in autobiography, means self. Autobiography or autograph. Do you remember what the prefix bio means? As in biography. Bio means life. Biology or biography is dicts. Means to say, tell, or speak. As in dictation or dictator. ER. The suffix ER. You remember this one? It is where we are comparing two or more things or someone that performs an action or a job. So our examples are bigger, because we're comparing things by saying it's bigger, or teacher, because that is a person who performs the job of teaching. Full. I know you know this one. What does the suffix full mean? Full of or able to. Can you think of an example? Helpful. Beautiful. The suffix able or able, pretty similar to able. It means is, can be, or having the quality of. Our examples are divisible or horrible. The suffix less. I know you know this one. What does the suffix less mean? Less means without, lacking, or not able to. Let's try and think of an example of a word using that suffix. Here we have friendless or helpless. ly. We see this a lot in adverbs. This suffix means having certain qualities or occur at specific times. It also means in that way. Quickly or gladly. Next we have ment. This suffix means state, condition, or process of being. For example, retirement, because you're in the process of to retire, or enjoyment. Your state of being is to enjoy. The root word meter means to measure, which you guys will see in math. For example, perimeter and thermometer. The prefix non. What does the prefix non mean? Not or without. For example, non-fat or nonsense. This is a tough one. Ology. It's a bonus question. Do you know what the suffix ology means? The study of. For example, zoology or biology. So we know that bio means life and ology means study of. So biology is the study of life. The suffix or means one who or that which. For example, deviser or investigator. Phobia. I know you guys have probably heard of this. Arachnophobia. Phobia means an intense fear of a specific thing. For example, they just wrote phobia because it can be a word on its own. And zoophobia. There's also claustrophobia if you don't like small spaces. Pre. What does the prefix pre mean? Pre means before or in advance. Can you think of an example? My examples are preview or prepay. Re. This is one we're also familiar with. The prefix re means again or back. For example, rewrite or reheat. To write again or to heat again. The prefix tele. Although we don't use this one in class very often, you guys are familiar with words that have the prefix tele. This means far off or distance. For example, television or telephone. Tion, Tion. This suffix means the act of, state of, or result of process. For example, action or decoration. The suffix un, it's the one that we learned in the very beginning. It means not, against, or opposite of. For example, unhappy and unlock. The prefix viz. Think of vision. What do you think the prefix viz means? To see. For example, visible or visual. And that is the end of our prefixes, suffixes, and root words review. On the next slide, you are going to show what you have learned.